Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy on GT Sport. This is round 1, race 4 from Brands Hatch GP, and let's take you through the grid for this one then. So it is the grid based on the previous results, but remember we've got championship ballast on. So Neil Farmack on pole position, then it is Keith in second, Rodders in third, Video fourth, Bidzster fifth. He's still leading the championship, by the way, so he'll be on maximum ballast again. It is Firepower in sixth, seventh for Techno, eighth for Seat 1, TY's in ninth, 10th for Jamo, and 11th is Will. So let's get on with the race then, guys. Wait for the lights to come on and get ready to start this race. It's going to be quite tightly packed in towards the first corner. See the brakes get held on, the revs rise. Oh, Video, false start for Video. Pulls off to one side because the game will not let him go until he lets the pack go through. So Video, false start there, unlucky for him. But Keith leads into turn 1. We've got Firepower and Neil going side by side. Firepower trying to go the long way around Neil. And then we've got Bidzster trying to poke his nose up the inside of Neil and towards Druids. Bidzster poking his nose up the inside, 3 wide, Techno, Neil, Seat 1, Bidzster as well in there. Down towards Grey Mill Bend, Keith, Rodders, Firepower. Techno just about gets through past Neil Farmack. Bidzster gives him a little nudge to help him. Loads of them go wide there because they all got concertinaed together and they rejoin the track. Will is going to be passing Bidzster on the inside now. Will's up to 6th place. Up the hill. Seat 1, Jamo and TY, all walls cars together again. They like running in formation, these three. Down towards Hawthorne we go. Meanwhile, in the lead it is Keith up front from Rodders. Firepower in third, Techno fourth. Will's in fifth, followed by everyone else. Sixth is Neil Farmack, but Bidzster's looking up the inside now into Westfield. Gets a good run into Westfield on the inside. Will Seat 1 follow him through? He's trying to. Oh, really trying to. All the walls cars are tripping over each other. Video's trying to get back from that bad start. I think he's gone to the inside of 2 of them there. The 3 even. Contact between Seat 1 and Video there. But Video gets 2 of them but doesn't get the other one. So the walls cars at the back creating a wall for each other. As we go across go back to the leaders then through clearways, it is Keith who leads the opening lap of this race. Car off in the background, that was Will going right off the track, and I think he's going to disconnect because he's gone right off the track. And yes, I think, as you know, he's come back now. He's come back, so it must have been a really big lag spike there for Will, but he's okay now. But that was close. I wonder what that were, but Firepower looking at the inside of Rodders then, challenging him for 2nd place. Firepower with the pace in this race. Techno behind. Rodders having to think about his teammates. So clearly no team orders yet this season for anyone, because obviously it's only the first round, so why would there be any? But Firepower challenging his teammate, looking up the inside. Rodders not phased, keeping his cool, trying to catch up to Keith. Techno's on the back of this pack as well. He'll try and relieve some of the pressure from Keith if he can. Trying to get alongside Firepower here, side by side out of the corner. The lovely sunset here at Brands Hatch. Down the hill towards Hawthorne, past the Marshalls post. Into Hawthorne, the very fast sweeper. 4th gear in these cars, almost flat out. Into Westfield, down a gear. Into Westfield. Oh, Rodders makes a mistake up front. Rodders hanging the tail out there. We've got Will, and then we've got everyone else back here. We've got Neil Farmack. TY's up the inside from Westfield, gets a good run. Up the inside he goes. TY takes 7th place, but just about catches the grass, but gets away with it. Neil Farmack down to 8th. Video in 9th. Seek and Jamo further back, but remember it's about the championship weight positions. So Keith in first. Firepower's under pressure from Bidzster now. Bidzster, his teammate, closing up. Bidzster, even though he's got full championship ballast on, he's not bothered. He wants to go up as far up in this race as he can. Firepower just kind of hold it round the outside to try and stop Techno from going through, but Techno's got the inside line up into towards Druids. Inside line for Techno, Firepower keeping it round the outside, just about giving each other space, but Firepower's got the inside now for Grey Mill Bend. Come on Firepower, be brave. And he does, he holds on to the position. Firepower finally fighting back. Good to see him fighting back there. Techno flashing the light saying, hey, I wasn't expecting that from you, but he did it. Well done Firepower, good job, and Will's right on the back of these boys as well. Will having a much better race in this race compared to the last 3 where he's finished almost last every time, but Will finally picking up the pace here. as Seek and Video go side by side down towards Hawthorne. Just quickly watch the leaders go through there first. Bidzster, Firepower, Techno, all close together still. Let's watch the others. And Video stays behind Seek 1 for now. As we look back to Techno and Firepower, Techno still behind Firepower there, so Firepower holding on to his position. Round Dingledell. In towards Sterling's. Banks corner in, carry the speed out, but flattens out on the way out to a point. T-Y runs a bit wide there as well. Then we've got Jamo, Video and Neil all near the back of, all at the back of the grid. So we've got the whole pack almost within a corner of each other. Brilliant racing here by LPB Racing. But Keith, number 56, leading the way from Rodders, but Bidzster's on the hunt in third place. Bidzster's really got the pace around this GP circuit. Even with the weight on, he's not bothered. Go for it. Because the weight does affect you on the top end speed, but when over the corners, it doesn't really affect you too much in the corners, which is good on this game. It means you can fight well in the battle still. Firepower going down the hill then. Big Techno behind him. Will's closing up to them, or trying to stick with them as well, but just about holding on to the back of the pack. And that's a really challenging circuit, plenty of sweeping corners, plenty of places to make ground, but lots of places to lose it as well. You won't want to make one mistake out of the corners at Brands Hatch and you're going to go straight back down the field again. Bidzster starts to try and reel in. Rodders there, let's have a look back from on board with Keith then. Here we are, looking back from on board with Keith. Rodders closes right up through the corner, but then can't quite do it out of the corner as well. Into Westfield. Techno behind, defending. We'll just go back to Bidzster's car. You see Techno there defending from Firepower, and Will's having a look around the outside of Firepower as well as we go back to the outside cameras for this battle. Techno just trying to hold on, but he gets round Firepower anyway. He's got round Firepower. And Firepower now defending from Will. Trying to defend his fourth place. Just go up. They almost come wheel to wheel out of the corner, but Firepower holds on for now. Meanwhile, Seat 1 in 7th place. Jamo's up to 8th now, so Jamo's up to 8th. He's ahead of Neil Farmack and Video and TY, so they've all changed positions a little bit as well. As Techno's gone off! Techno's gone off! Makes a mistake, goes off the track. Probably put a wheel on the grass, not good news for him, and down to 6th. Meanwhile, Bidzster's past Rodders then. Bidzster's past Rodders and he's going for the lead on Keith, and a little cheeky look up to the inside. Keith not phased, keeps where he is. Now, can Keith hold on for Bidzster for the last remaining laps in this race? Let's see if he can do it. Keith then, out of Graham Hill Bend. Oh, Rodders a bit wide there, got to watch the penalties there. Bidzster goes to the outside. Keith keeping it online. Remember, Bidzster's got the weight penalty, so that's not going to help him. He's got a good run out of the corner though, but look, with the weight penalty and the acceleration, he can pull alongside, but he'll not be able to get fully past. As you can see here from Keith, just pulling away with the lighter car on acceleration down the hill. Into Hawthorne. Bidzster gets a good run, looks to the inside, looks back, just trying to put the pressure on Keith here. In the background, car off in the background, Techno's on the wall. So he must have made a mistake again. Hits the wall and he's off. I don't know, is he trying to recover? He's trying to recover, I think, but to no avail. Techno is still through the gravel. Don't know quite what's happened there. He's going towards the wall now, so unless he's disconnected. Yes, he has, he's disconnected. He's disconnected, unlucky for Techno, but while we come back to that battle for the lead, Bidzster out front then, he's got past Keith. Bidzster gets past Keith round the outside into Clearways, takes the lead. Now he's got the weight on though, so he's not going to pull away on the straight very much. Keith's going to close up here. Can he close up enough to make a move? I don't think so. Remember, Bidzster's gets quite a good slingshot through here. Down out of Paddock Hill Bend. Up towards Druids. Bidzster in the lead. Keith having a little look at the inside to try and put him off his line, but no, remember Bidzster. Now he's in front. Bidzster will be able to defend that position well. C1 chopping off the nose of Will, saying, no, you do not. You're not passing me there. There's Video, Neil and TY all together into Druids. Video's up to 7th now in this group. And just comes across in front of TY, who then hits Neil. Video still on the grass, trying to get off the grass down the hill. Neil could get a switch. Oh, right round the outside of Video there. Video gets a penalty. He was on the grass a lot. He did have dirt on his tyres. So Video gets a penalty and he's at the back. So he's got to get rid of that penalty. He does it straight away. Sensible idea. And continues with the race. And Keith's back in front of Bidzster. Keith's back in front of Bidzster. So Bidzster was not able to hold Keith back and he's now lost the lead to him. Replay. Okay, here's a replay of how Keith got his lead back on lap 6 then. So into McLaren. Bidzster goes up on the curb and gets a really bad run out the corner, and with the weight it was inevitable that Keith was going to take his lead back. As we come back from that, Keith takes the lead then, Bidzster and Rodders, and then got to try and get past him again. So Bidzster then, with the work to do. Reigning champion Bidzster putting the pressure on Keith. Rodders to the inside of his teammate. Nope, can't do it. Just trying to make sure his teammate's aware of his presence. There's the other Naughty Racing car, so they're second, third and fourth at the minute. Fantastic work by them. Seat 1 in the middle of this group with Will just behind. And so Seat 1 in the Walls car, Will in the other Team Target car in the yellow one. Seat 1 goes to the outside of Firepower, can't quite make a move there. Quick back to the leaders then. Keith holding off Bidzster here. Into turn 1, Keith runs wide, Bidzster trying to take all the track he can. But Keith knows Bidzster's trick and moves across to the inside. No, you do not. Keith is one of the biggest watchers of these replays. He likes to watch the replays after they're done. And Keith knows all the tricks in the book. He's watched them all and he knows what he's doing. So Keith keeping hold of the lead then. This would be fantastic if Keith can get his first win here. But we'll have to see if he can hold off Bidzster and Rodders for the rest of the race. Keith does run wide there, but remember, Bidzster's got a lot of weight in, so he'll not pass him yet. As meanwhile, Seat 1's up ahead of Firepower now, so Seat 1 gets ahead of Firepower. And TY's gone right back down towards Will and everyone. Oh, is it Will that's gone? No, it's Will that's gone off. Will must have gone off, made a mistake somewhere and gone back down to 7th place. So we'll get a quick replay on that as well. Okay, here's a replay of how Will went back down the field then. So he's up the inside of Firepower and Seat 1. 3 wide into Paddock Hill Bend. Then there's contact inevitably with 3 wide. And Will draws the short straw and goes off. And then Seat, meanwhile, gets past Firepower for 4th place. As we come back from that video on the back of the bunch there, he's in 10th place. Remember, Techno disconnected earlier, so unlucky for him. Go around the corner, Neil Farmack on the grass. Jamo closes right up, but no move can be made. Back to the leaders. Keith gets a little slide on there. Bidzster closes right up behind him. Let's have a look back from Keith, and that's what we can see. Bidzster right behind us. All we can see is a pair of headlights and a visor. That's all you can see, because he's right behind us. But onto the straight we go. Remember, Keith with the lighter car. Look, he's pulling away just slightly from Bidzster there. Can't quite get through. Towards Paddock Hill Bend, defends the inside. Bidzster goes for his cutback. Bidzster goes for the cutback. Up towards Druids. On the brakes, and he's got him. Bidzster gets past Keith again. So now Keith's got to try and come back at Bidzster here. Bidzster defends the inside in towards Graham Hill Bend again. Slides the car out. Keith's looking to... might get a good run here. Keith looking to the inside. Is he? No, he's not going to do it yet. No. Into McLaren. No, Bidzster gets a good run, but remember, Bidzster will be slower down the straight than Keith, so we'll have to see. But Bidzster does get a good run out the corner. But now it's Keith's turn to start flashing the lights as we come down towards Hawthorne. Keith will have a good closing speed here. You can see him closing in on Bidzster here. In towards Hawthorne, still can't get through yet. Bidzster clips up the grass. Bidzster's on the grass. Oh no, just about keeps it on track, but Bidzster then playing with the track limits there. As farther back here we've got Neil Farmack, Jamo and Video all battling together. Remember, they've all got weight on as well, but the further back down the field, Neil Farmack starts turning his Mazda into a lawnmower, mows some lawn, but Jamo gets through. Video with yet again another penalty for track limits there, so he's going to have to get rid of that before the end of the lap. He's doing now, he's getting rid of it. There we go, good lad. Gets rid of it sensibly and goes on with on his way. Bidzster, Keith and Rodders still at the front. Rodders has closed up to Bidzster and Keith a bit more now, so Rodders looks like he's in the hunt for the top positions as we start the penultimate lap of this race. Lap 9 out of 10 in towards Paddock Hill Bend. Keith's running out of chances here. He's really got to try and focus on getting some more pace from somewhere. Got to dig deep and try and find what's left. Bidzster still feeling as though he's got to defend a little bit just to make sure he's not going to Keith's not going to have a go. But yeah, Keith running out of opportunities here because Bidzster is the king of defence. But remember, Bidzster's got a very heavy car, and Rodders has got a very grass-cutting car as well. Going towards McLaren, up the hill, and Bidzster's not got as good as a run this time. We've still got a good run, but Keith's behind him still in the draft. TY running a bit wide there into the corner. He's caught up to Firepower. Firepower Going a bit further back now from seat 1, who's a bit further up the road, so must have made a little mistake. TY looking to go through here. Goes to the outside of Firepower. Right to the outside of him into Hawthorne, and just gets around the outside of him. Good move there from TY. Firepower down to 6th place. Meanwhile, back to the leaders then. Bidzster from Keith from Rodders. Through Sterling's. Rodders goes onto the grass and loses a bit of time there. Has he kept control of the car? Yes, he has. He's kept control of the car. And this is the last chance for Keith to try and do it. One more lap to try and get past Bidzster, but Bidzster looks like he's a bit comfortable here. Looks like he's comfortable for the win, but we'll have to see if he can hold on. Seat in 4th, TY in 5th. We've still got a good battle on back here between Will, Firepower and everyone. Firepower must have made another mistake. He's gone back now, and Will's on the grass on the main straight. How can you get on the grass there? But Firepower goes through on the inside. Jamo looking to get past both of them. Jamo closes right up to the back of Firepower in towards Paddock Hill Bend. Onto the brakes. Firepower goes wide. Was the contact between him and Jamo? Now, that was a bit close there. Don't know if there was contact, but Firepower goes off and right to the back of the group there. So we'll get a replay on that for you now. So as you come back from that then, back to the battle at the front. Bidzster in the lead from Keith, but look, Keith's right up behind Bidzster now. That's the closest he's been onto the straight. Bidzster's going to have to defend hard here. But Keith's already on the outside and he's already making his way through. Look at that, he's going through already and he's through. Keith retakes the lead on the last lap of the race. Bidzster's got half a lap to get past Keith again. If he wants this win, he's desperate to straight to the inside into Westfield. Keith holds it round the outside. No, you do not, sunshine. I might be old, but I know what I'm doing. Experience the better part of Valor. In towards Sheen Curve for the last time. In towards Sterling for the last time. Come on, Keith. One more corner to go for your first win. We're in LPB Racing. Bidzster's harassing him all the way, and so is Rodders. Down towards the last corner. Clear ways. Rodders has a little go at his teammate there as well. And Bidzster's not going to do it. Keith goes to the inside. Keith goes to the inside and he's going to do it. Keith's done it. He's got his first win with LPB Racing. Keith wins from Bidzster, and Rodders kept the pressure off. Seeking 4th, TY in 5th. Will's going to be in 6th. I'm losing my voice because I was that happy for Keith. Will 6th, Jamo 7th, 8th for Neil, Video 9th, and Firepower in 10th place after a promising drive for him. And we'll just get those results and points confirmed for you now, guys. Okay, after that race then, it is Keith who takes his first win with LPB Racing. Congratulations to Keith on a fantastic drive. He kept back Bidzster all race in 2nd place. 3rd is Rodders. 4th is Seat 1. TY rounds out the top 5, and then it's 6th for Will, gets out of the 11th spot. Then it's Jamo in 7th, 8th for Neil, 9th for Video, 10th for Firepower, and unfortunately Techno disconnects from the race. TY the fastest lap then, a 1:31.8. Okay guys, and now moving on to the total points. It is Bidzster in the lead on 60 points. Joint 2nd for Neil Farmack and Keith on 52 points each. 51 points, 1 point behind them is Rodders in 4th. 5th is Video on 48. 47 for TY, very close there as well. 45 for Jamo and 44 for Seek 1. Then it is Firepower on 31. Then Techno on 26 and 25 for Will. The other guys on there have entered the championship, but they've not yet raced. Naughty Team Naughty on 142 on the total points for the teams. Then it's Walls on 136, Target on 125, and Versita on 78 points. And as we come back from that, they all finished that tight. I had to go back to the start of the other lap, but there's we'll try and get Keith in shot for you now if we can. Come on, there's the camera. There he is. Keith, 56, takes his first win with LPB Racing in the Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy. Well done to Keith. Puts him in a decent championship position as well, in 3rd in the championship. So pretty good for Keith there as well. And well done to him again, and we will see you guys next time for our USA round at Willow Springs and Blue Moon Speedway. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.